Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the New Hampshire Business Show. My name is Chris Pastrana, and today we're here with David Barrette from Main Street Kitchens. How's it going?
Doing really well. Yourself?
Absolutely, doing great.
Awesome.
So let's get started. Talk to me a little bit about yourself and the business, and go from there.
Well, so my wife and I were both raised in the Upper Valley, and after that we graduated, and I went to KUA, and my wife went to Hanover High, and so after that we both went our separate ways, and did our own careers. I started in the culinary industry, and basically worked my way through. Went to Johnson Wales University. After that, I worked in Rhode Island for a little longer, and then I went to Disney World to be a chef there for about 7 years, working at the Grand Floridian Resort, and then also at Golden Oak. And then basically my wife and I, after 7 years down at Disney, we decided that we wanted to move home. We have a seven-month-old that we have, and we wanted to move home to open a restaurant. And, we came home and we found that Main Street Kitchens was up for sale, someplace that we had both really loved when we were growing up to go to. And Marv and Mary, were selling the business, and we jumped on it. It was a beautiful spot right on Main Street in Hanover, and it's kind of right up our alley in the sense that it's kitchen supplies, so I'm very familiar with the equipment, and my wife has a background in retail, so together we're a fun team.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you're like the third business today I've spoken to that, it's husband and wife working.
Oh, nice.
And so I'll start there. How is that?
I think my wife already, we were already a little bit of a team, having a daughter and everything, and we've been together for 11 years. So I got to say, it's a new dimension of our relationship. We go home and we talk about more about obviously what we need to do as a family to get ready for the next day, but also as a business and what we can do to kind of put ourselves up on the next level, and what we can do to kind of keep reinventing ourselves and keeping the space creative at work. So it's certainly another dimension of a relationship, which is fun to kind of, you're having talks about, our daughter Zoe, and then we're having talks about, our Le Creuset rep, and how we're going to get in some more Le Creuset items and get it in time for Christmas. So it's a fun dynamic. It's a good time.
Yeah, pretty cool. I like that. It's one of my favorite questions to ask couples.
Yeah,
because you more often than not hear that it's a bad idea, but every time I ask people, it actually works out pretty well. So I think there might be a little something wrong with the with the idea that it's not a good thing.
Well, I'm very thankful that I have an amazing, wife, and she makes an amazing business partner as well.
That's pretty good. All right, cool. So let's talk a little bit about the business stuff, because you said it's a restaurant?
Well, so it's actually more of a kitchen store, and it's been run as a kitchen store for the past 21 years. And basically we sell kitchen gadgets and kitchen supplies, kitchen electronics, basically anything you need for your kitchen, we would sell.
Yeah.
And now, Marv and Mary, the previous owners, had been doing that for 21 years very successfully. And so we took that over, and we wanted to kind of continue what they're doing and add kind of some complements to what they had already done. So with my experience in the industry, I'm going to start bringing in some new lines of things, whether it be new pans, new gadgets, new things for molecular gastronomy, like sous vide cooking, things that maybe your normal home cook hasn't been exposed to yet.
Yeah.
So we're gonna still keep the core of our brand and make sure that we supply everyone's kitchens from a little peeler all the way up to a food processor, but also bring in some new things, some gift-oriented items that may go really well at Christmas, like we just got in beautiful Rydell glasses that might be a nice whiskey tasting set for Dad at Christmas, and then we got some other really nice cutting boards from J.K. Adams in Vermont. So we're really trying to kind of keep new things coming in while still respecting the kind of core of what our customers have been coming for 21 years.
Yeah. So that's actually a good question. So the lines you bring in to sell, are they like bigger known companies, or do you stay with like other small production companies?
We kind of mix it up. I mean, we definitely have the household names like Cuisinart, and All Clad and Le Creuset, but we also have some fun, funkier, more artisan, style brands. One we just brought in was Hammerstall, which is a brand of knife actually made in the USA in Tennessee forged in Tennessee, and it's beautiful, beautiful, like hand craftsmanship. So it's not a knife that you can get in a big box store because they don't really sell them in the big box stores. So little unique pieces like that, and high quality brands like Moviel, which is it's not a new company, but it's a new brand for us at Main Street Kitchens. And it's basically copper cookware that's used in, some of the best restaurants in the world, like, 11 Madison Park in New York City.
Yeah.
They have all Moviel pans. So we're trying to carry things that will supply the home cook, but also supply the professional cook in the Upper Valley area as well, and say, we know there's a lot of good restaurants here, so there must be a lot of good chefs that know good equipment. So we want to kind of stock for both parties.
Okay, I like that. Because, analogy.
Yeah.
Well, kind of analogy. Because I run to the issue a lot. Because if you want amateur equipment, it's easy to go to like a Best Buy or something and pick up something, say, for the show.
Yeah.
But if I want more top-of-the-line sound stuff, it is very hard for me to find. And I think if I actually had anything in my area that was niched like that, it'd be very, very beneficial to my business, So I can kind of see it the same way, where any chef can go to like a store and you could probably find, equipment.
Yeah.
But to find that product you can actually hold and look at and use beforehand is a huge benefit to businesses.
It really is, and we want to be able to stock, obviously, what everyone needs, but at the same time, we want to stock stuff that people almost don't know they need yet because they haven't been exposed to it or have knowledge of it yet. And that's where we can kind of help, with our experience, to be able to say, no, we have used this before, and let me tell you why you can get, a better sear on your, steak with this, or, better yield out of your recipe with this. And so we want to be able to kind of help that knowledge piece that there may be a gap in, if you shop online, that, it's kind of left at your door and it's at your disposal now. And so we want to kind of fill that gap and say, no, come to Main Street Kitchens. We'll help you with the whole process. And if you want the education piece, we would be happy to. If you don't, we're happy to do that, to help you in any way we can. Yeah. But we won't lecture you either.
It's funny. Because actually, that's a really good idea. As far as education goes, if like you started your own podcast or your own little show, that probably be pretty helpful for the education side of things too.
No, I appreciate that. We're looking into expanding our social media presence for sure.
Absolutely.
You could follow us on Facebook at Main Street Kitchens or on Instagram at Main Street Kitchens. And we're basically trying to show what we have in stock and the different things that we're bringing in, but also our next involvement as a brand is to be doing some classes.
Yeah.
So kind of integrate my background with working at Disney. I would do food and wine shows and demos. So we want to do something a little bit similar, but actually get all of our customers involved and have them come in and do a course on how to make fresh tortellini, and have a class on how to, use we'll use a Vermont cutting board and do a Vermont local cheese plate. And here's all of the stuff that can, accompany that. And that's why this brie will pair well with this Marcona almond, with this jam, that's from Cedar Circle Farm. So we're trying to kind of cross-promote everything that we utilize.
Yeah.
The equipment, the specialty foods angle, and then the class education piece.
Yeah.
And kind of just get people, when they think kitchen dinner party, to think of Main Street Kitchens.
Yeah. It's a fantastic idea. And that was actually what I was going to recommend. Like, if you did start teaching classes, like, it wouldn't hurt to, at your cooking station, throw on Facebook Live and be like, hey, we're going to cook something today, and just go to town.
Oh, that is a great idea. That'd be
fantastic. And then you can sit there and teach, and you're going to be like, yeah, you don't have one of those at home, do you? Well, you could.
Yeah. So true. I can't tell you how many gadgets we have there that I almost had never seen before, and now that, I use them frequently, it's like, oh, these are really handy.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've been running into this issue because I just switched to a diet, theoretically. And
I'm on that diet.
Yeah. And so I'm constantly trying to figure out new ways to cook the food because I only have so many supplies. I have no idea how to cook any of this stuff. I'm not a chef.
Yeah.
So something like that is perfect. To be like, hey, I'm going to show you how to make a really good steak today, and roll from there. Like, that would be super beneficial to, especially locals.
I definitely know that we are actually morphing our website as well to kind of accommodate a little bit more of what we want to have social media content wise. do a small clip or a small post about a new item, or update people about a certain sale that might be going on. And we want to do that not only on Facebook and Instagram, but also on Snapchat as well. Hanover being a Dartmouth College town, I hope that would resonate there as well, to kind of put some kind of social media content out there to promote people coming in to come to Main Street Kitchens instead of buying online or heading to West Lebanon or whatever it may be. I mean, we would like to capture their business and help them not have to drive all the way there.
Yeah, driving plus people don't realize how much it is to actually go out and eat every day.
Oh yeah,
you can do a lot with very little bit of money. If you just cook it at your house instead.
Yeah, so true. And we have a plethora of amazing vegetables, and just the co-op in Hanover does a great job of stocking great food. So we want to kind of be the place where you're going to get the equipment to cook that great food.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's our main goal, is to make sure that we kind of help everyone in the Upper Valley, and if they need something for their kitchen or don't know that they need, to come in and for us to kind of help them really feel comfortable in their kitchen. Because I would say, in a lot of places, people just don't necessarily feel comfortable as calling themselves, cooks or chefs. But I think to a degree, everyone is a cook and everyone's a chef. It's just you're growing into it. Everyone's at different levels with cooking. I started and I could barely do scrambled eggs and Kraft macaroni and cheese in a box, but I learned, and it's fun to learn, and I think the passion for food is what brings everyone together. Absolutely. Talking with anyone, you'll talk about your favorite food experiences and the best meal you ever ate, or just the nostalgia maybe it makes you feel when you eat a certain thing. So those are the kind of good vibes we want to have going on at Main Street Kitchens, to kind of have you come in and say, I want to recreate this dish. How can you help me do that?
Yeah.
And for us to jump right in.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're right. Food and eating is incredibly social.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was speaking to someone earlier, and she was talking about, you could have just eaten, and then your family's like, oh, I want to go out to dinner, and you're like, okay, let's go out and eat,
Yeah.
And you're not hungry.
Not at all.
But you still want to go out and socialize and eat with everyone else. So, and there's a lot of impact on your social status on how well you cook too.
Yeah.
If they're like,
Absolutely.
wow, you're 30 and you don't know how to cook anything, that's not great.
Yeah.
But if you have the family house party and it's like, that dude is a whiz on the grill.
Yeah, exactly.
You're the guy that's cooking.
I think now it's funny, as I'm starting to get a little bit older, it's not how well you throw a party, to have, burgers and dogs and things like that. It's how well can you throw a party to, have a nice cheese and wine tasting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the parties have changed, but, we want to kind of be there when everyone thinks dinner party in their minds and think Main Street Kitchens, because, we're going to bring in a lot of things that kind of complement you hosting or having a hosting event, which is what we kind of want to do, because we're getting in a lot of different things that not only are just kitchen gadgets and equipment, but also just hosting gifts and things for people to bring over, as either, a gift for someone that is hosting, or whether you're the host yourself and you want to have a really nice display of your canapes or something that's authentic to not only Vermont and New Hampshire, but something that also kind of will up your game as a host or hostess.
Yeah, and all of that comes from knowledge too. I can tell you right now, if I hosted a party, I have no idea what's good or not.
Yeah.
And it's that, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to have? What do you, like you said, you teach people, this is how you're supposed to generally host a party.
Yeah.
That can go a long way.
And we're all about creativity too. So if you have an idea, we can help you kind of make that come to a reality.
Yeah.
Whether it's finding the right vessel for your canapé, or whether it's getting the right cocktail glass for you. I mean, we're trying to bring in things that will really make it's almost going to be like a luxury boutique of specialty kind of gifts and as well as the everyday kitchen gear and equipment that you need to just have a functioning kitchen. So we're really kind of morphing a little bit of what we inherited from Marvin Mary and gearing it towards not only kitchen equipment and now we're entering specialty foods and eventually classes, and also some gift things as well, but all in the realm of food and beverages.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a little niche for us.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that. So how do people get in touch with you, reach out to you if they want some product or anything like that?
Well, they can always give us a call at 603-643-9100, and that's us right at the store. And it'll probably be me, or it'll be Lisa, who's our manager and does a fantastic job. So we'd be happy to help you in any way. And otherwise, you can find us online at www.main-street-kitchens.com. And then you can also find us on Facebook at Main Street Kitchens Hanover, on Instagram at Main Street Kitchens, and then you can also go ahead and hit me up on Facebook if you want it. I'm Dave Barrette, so you can feel free to follow my posts, and I try to post about work and also post about food travels and things like that. So yeah, it's a really we're really happy to be at Main Street Kitchens and to be the new owners, and we're excited to kind of keep our current clientele, but also attract new clientele as well, and kind of be in everyone's mind for that one stop that you need to make when you think about your kitchen or home, is to be Main Street Kitchens, and to come in and we can help you out with anything you would need.
Pretty good. Anything we missed in our conversation?
I don't think so. I mentioned pretty much everything.
Cool.
I think there was anything I missed.
No, I think we're good.
Awesome. Hey.
Awesome. So thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a lot of fun.
I appreciate it. I really appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
Really.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to roll out now, so everyone be good and have a great day. That's it for today, everyone. But it doesn't have to end there. Head over to iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or iHeartRadio to get more from New Hampshire's top entrepreneurs.